Hello everyone, this is Lisa from Happytohook Creations. Today, I don't even know, guys. The 3rd maybe? Yeah, it's the 3rd. We've had so much going on. It's the 3rd because it's Thursday. Oh my gosh, we've had a lot going on. Our weather has been absolutely crazy. And if you are in the path of this storm, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm filming. Our internet's back up. I actually have to get a new router because it kept getting zapped. So probably when I'm done with this video, I'm going to take the old one back because they give you credit for taking the old equipment. Anyway, so it's April 3rd. It is Thursday. We're going to get right into it because, yes, we're expecting another rainstorm to come through. And I don't know what's going on. My cables and my like power cables and stuff, they're underground. So we don't lose power a lot. In the 20 years that I've lived in this house, it's happened like maybe a handful of times, you know, unless a transformer broke. So maybe 6 or 7, I don't know. But anyway, but our internet has just been nuts. I'm really thinking, I really wish that AT&T had their fiber optic or whatever they call fiber or something or other. Anyway, I really want that one. But so far, they're not servicing our area. That's frustrating for me. So when I tried to upload a video, first of all, I didn't want to use all my space on my phone because I'm very limited. As you know, I've been like deleting a bunch of stuff, which I needed to do anyway. So to me, that's not a big issue. But a 30-minute video was going to take me like 12 hours to upload. And yeah, no. And when I don't have internet and it's just using my Verizon network, yeah, I wanted to keep that open just for, because you know, it makes everything else slow. Your bandwidth is, I mean, it's just crazy. So anyway, I have had a lot going on, and today we're going to discuss what's been happening. I made a couple of purchases, finished the shawl, got the movies, because yes, there are 2. If you followed the movie Cal from, I don't know, a few years ago, these are my go-to movies for Easter. So I know there's plenty of movies out there. These are mine. They have sentimental value. That's what I'm showing you. I've got not 1, not 2, but 3 winners because I told my grandson, I go, just grab 2 from in there. So he picks out 3 numbers or 3 names. It wouldn't have been fair to put it back in there. I don't know. I just felt like, okay, if you picked 3, there was a reason for it. So I have the 3 names here. I also have a list of trivia for The Sound of Music. Guys, there's a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the IMDb website, their link, in the description box below so that you guys can go on there. If you like learning about trivia, they have like over 100 for this movie. I'm not going to read over 100 trivias, but I just picked some bits and pieces that I thought were, you know, kind of interesting, or, you know, to me. I'm hoping they're interesting to you. So today is April 3rd. If you have had a birthday this week, the 1st, the 2nd, or even today, the 3rd, happy birthday to you. If you've had an anniversary the last couple of days in April, happy anniversary to you as well. So, and I hope you guys have a great day. And I hope you're safe from the silly weather. Yesterday was really bad, you guys. We were driving in that mess. I mean, it was so bad. And we got the tornado warning while we were driving. So we had to pull over, wait for it to be somewhat visible to get back on the freeway. Just a mess. Just an absolute mess. I don't know what the heck's going on. But, so not only have I been dealing with this storm and our internet, but my youngest sister was in the hospital. So I don't want to go into any detail, but she is home now. She's better. She is medicated, and we're going to go from there. I've been spreading myself pretty thin, but You know, God never gives you more than you can handle. So, although sometimes it does it may seem overwhelming, I trust him completely. So, it's all good. Anyway, so my sister was in the hospital. I got her home. This weather has been crazy, and work as well. I've been like really busy with work, been very late coming home. And I've also had to pull an all-nighter to get my paperwork completed because my laptop was acting up, and they brought me a substitute laptop, which is not 100%, but I was able between the two to get everything done that I needed to get done by yesterday. So I was really happy about that. So yeah. So thank you so much to everyone who checked up on me. I'm perfectly fine, just kind of been dealing with some stuff. So I've been, several of you have sent me email messages about praying for them, because you guys have gotten, you know, things going on in your life, and life happens. You know, sometimes you got to speak it into existence in order to get all that nastiness out. I mean, sometimes I'm just like my grandmother she was like deep in the South, you guys. She would sage the house and, you know, walk around and say, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, because when there was a pattern of more than like 2 or 3 things that were just a little out of the ordinary for her life or her family, she was like, all right, it's time to stomp that devil out of our lives. He's got to go. He's causing too much havoc, and he can't have his way. It's just not going to happen. So that's kind of like me this week, without the sage. I was just really thinking about my grandma and, you know, what she would do. So, you know, and did I get a lot of crocheting done? Some. I got some stuff. I've got a few things to show you, and a whip that I totally forgot about that I'll show you, and hopefully I can get that done tonight. I don't really know. I don't. I got all my yellow things sent out. Someone bought my black cat with the yellow eyes. I was so excited. And Jack even said, well, because I thought he looked kind of, I don't know, I just thought it looked different. But the eyes I got as a gift, I believe, from Laura. And I thought, man, that would look really great with the black cat that I made, because I've been making cats. You know, I've got this show coming up Saturday. So, yeah, there's that. So anyway, I've been kind of sort of busy. I have started or picked another thing for another shawl. I'll have to show you that in another video. It's probably still in the car. I've been out driving all day, and it's about 5 o'clock here. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. So I'll just go out in the car and get that later, because I haven't even started it yet. I just picked out it. I know it's is it a cupcake or a mandala cake? Anyway, it's got the colors in one of the movies, because I picked 2. So we're going to discuss everything first, and then I'll show you what I purchased and what I made. Made 1, 2, 3 complete items, one that you've seen that I forgot about, and we'll go from there. So this month's movie, not this month, March's movie was 1965's The Sound of Music. It just celebrated its 60th anniversary, you guys. 60 years of The Sound of Music. Isn't that crazy? I don't know. I love that movie. It's so great. It's just makes you feel good. But I got on IMDb to do some trivia, and I picked certain ones, and I kind of wrote some little extra ones down. Because, yeah, here, I accidentally did this, because this is how I print out. This is my label printer, and I have to switch it to my Canon printer when I want to do like a regular size print, and I forgot. So I thought, I can read it, so I'm just gonna use this instead of reprint it. Okay, so this is some trivia for March's movie classic, The Sound of Music. So when it was released in 1965, 1964's Mary Poppins, before it was released, I think. So Mary Poppins hadn't even been released yet. So some people had no idea who Julie Andrews was unless you were on Broadway, because she was on Broadway first. So they had absolutely no idea. And I think that's interesting because Mary Poppins was extremely successful, and so was The Sound of Music. Okay, so Christopher Plummer accidentally said the word captain to Julie Andrews when they were having the argument. Despite the era, the producer and the director thought that it was so amusing that they kept it in the movie, which I thought was kind of interesting. When in between shooting, Julie Andrews sang Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious to the children in the cast to kind of entertain them. And it's obviously it's from Mary Poppins, right? But it hadn't been released yet, so they thought that she had just made the number up, or the song. They had no idea that it was from Mary Poppins. Who knew, right? The real Maria said that they toned her down a lot when she was living at the Abbey. And in an interview, when she said that in an interview, they said, well, you know, what was it like? She's like, so you weren't anything like her? She goes, oh no, I was much worse. That's what she said. She goes, I was much worse. So yeah, so she was definitely and I keep thinking of that movie, The Trouble with Angels. That's another cute movie. Anyway, the day after the Von Trapp family left Austria, which was by train, guys. They did not leave through the hills of the mountains. They actually left by train, the real Von Trapp family. They left by train to go to Italy, and then from Italy to London, and then London to the U.S. But as soon as they left, Adolf Hitler closed the borders. He ordered for the borders to be shut down. So they left right in the nick of time. This is so interesting. Christopher Plummer intensely disliked working on this movie. I mean, he talks openly about how he drank too much, how he ate too much. They had to take his clothes out some because he had put on a little bit of weight. He just did not like this movie. So he was known for referring to the movie as The Sound of Mucus instead of The Sound of Music. I mean, isn't that just, I don't know, I just thought that was really interesting. And with Julie Andrews, he says it was like being hit over the head with a big Valentine Day card every single day. He said, nonetheless, they remained friends until he died. So, and that was, I mean, he hasn't been gone too long, and he was in his 80s when he passed away, I believe. So it obviously did not affect their relationship as being friends, which I thought was, you know, kind of sweet. When Maria is running through the courtyard to the Von Trapp house in I Have Confidence, when she's singing that, she trips. She tripped by accident. That wasn't part of the movie, but they kept it in because it showed, okay, she's tripping. It felt that it added to the nervousness and of the song and the character Maria. So, and they're right, it did, because she was just like a wreck. Let's see. After fleeing, the Von Trapp family home was taken over by Heinrich Himmler, who had regular visits from Adolf Hitler there. Interesting, huh? Very little background information on the real Captain Von Trapp was known or available to Christopher Plummer. So he took to the Salzburg Mountains with an interpreter. There they met with George's nephew and asked him what the real man was like. The nephew told them that he was the most boring man he had ever met. Never raised his voice, was never mean or hateful, just kind of went with the flow. Julie Andrews nearly turned down the role for Maria because she thought it was too similar to Mary Poppins. You know, the goody, I guess. I don't know, but I'm so glad she didn't, right? Could you imagine anyone else doing the role of Maria but Julie Andrews? I know I wouldn't. Maria Von Trapp, portraying the elder of the two women in Austrian peasant garb, are in the background as Maria, aka Julie Andrews, walks through a brick archway during I Have Confidence. So now I got to watch the movie again and see if I can see her. So there's two women there. The older woman is the real Maria von Trapp. So there's that. Okay, what else? Man, they had so much. So I'm definitely gonna put the IMDb below. The children did not like the portrayal of their father. Maria asked if they could soften him up some in the movie instead of making it seem like he's like this strict, kind of mean dad. And they said no, because it was fictitious and that's how they wrote the script for him to be. So that's how they were going to keep him. Fun fact, the real Maria von Trapp did not go to the von Trapp family as a governess. She went there as a tutor because one of the girls' names also Maria, so they went by Maria Jr. and Maria Sr. after she married George von Trapp. So little Maria Jr. had scarlet fever and they needed someone to tutor her. So they got Maria from the Abbey to go to the Von Trapp house and tutor Maria. That's how she met the kids. That's how she met George von Trapp. Let's see. Okay. I think did I have one more? Yep. I've got one more that I thought was pretty cool. The home video releasing of The Sound of Music, or after it was released, it remained on the charts for 250 weeks. That comes out to 4 years and 10 months. For 4 years and 10 months, this movie was on the home video release charts. Isn't that crazy? That's just so, I don't know. It's just so awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, as I stated earlier, I've got 3 winners who are going to receive, I don't have a lot of stuff to send you, but I'm going to send you something super cute and always yarn. So there'll be a yarn and then like a little something extra to go with that. So there are 3 winners. He picked Victoria Fly. She had a red heart blanket and block yarn in the colorway Coastline. And that one was really pretty. So if you have Facebook, you might want to go over there and check it out. The second winner was Kara Mitchell, who did, I don't know. I think she did a green blanket. It says green bee. So green blanket. I don't think it was a green bee. No, I think it was a blanket. I'm thinking now. And I'm so excited for this one. The third winner, she had multiple entries, guys. Verna Whitehouse. Hi, Verna. Verna, Kara, and Victoria. Congratulations, ladies. And Verna did a mosaic square, which I really liked. But she had like a bag. I think she had a basket. She had several things listed. So definitely check out Happytohook on the Facebook page. It's the private group, so you do have to answer one question if you're not in. But answer that one question. It's super easy. That way we know you're not a robot or anything, and you can go over there and share your knowledge of yarn patterns, free patterns especially. We try not to do anything that's going to cost a lot unless it's a really great pattern and, someone's willing to spend that much. 90% of the time, we like to use patterns that are free. Definitely check out Instagram because there's so many on there. You do have to this is how I do it. I screenshot everything that is available on Instagram, and then I save it to my phone, obviously, and then I just print it out on my printer. Or just save it to my phone. I don't like using my phone when I'm doing something. I like to have the paper. I love reading patterns. I don't have a problem with those at all. And I don't like using my devices because every single time I try, I get a call or a text and it interrupts me. So it's just so much easier to print it up. I know, save paper. I'm working on it. Okay, so I have 2 movies, guys. I want to make sure that this was all I had written down. Yes. Okay, so we got everything. There's over 100, like I said. So that's just, a handful of people, or a handful of things that I wrote down. And again, the winners are Victoria Fly, Kara Mitchell, and Verna Whitehouse, please send me an email at happytohook@gmail.com so I know that you got the message that you were picked. I need your address, and then I will send you guys something out next week. It's already Thursday. It'll be next week. Okay, so I've got so many movies lined up, but these two I picked. These two, as you know, I love watching classic movies. This one, okay, this thing opened up again. Let me turn off the screen. It's bugging me. There we go. So these movies are something that I watch with my kids every year because I watch them with my mom every year. So, weird fact, fun fact, I don't know. After my mom died, because I loved watching classic movies with her, I started writing down and finding, purchasing, whatever, all movies that were made in the year that she was born. My mother was born in August of 1948, and Easter Parade was one of the movies on that list. She just loved Fred Astaire. Who doesn't? Hello, he's dancing on the ceiling. Hello. I love watching that man dance. It's just so great. So Easter Parade was made in 1948. So, and that, of course, stars Fred Astaire. Oh man, it's got Ann Miller. It has, oh my gosh, so many. Lawrence. Oh, it'll come to me. It'll pop in my head. You know what? Let me just get the, oh, it doesn't say his name. Why wouldn't it say his name on here? Anyway, it's Easter Parade. Judy Garland, Fred Astaire. There it is. I will also have it on the Facebook page, but I don't know. Can you get a good picture? It's got really good colors in it. Hold on a minute, you guys. It is just that sun after it's already rained once. Oh, that's better. Sorry. I was like, I can't even. All right, so let's try it again. I don't know if that's any better, but there's Easter Parade. And then I picked another one, which is one I watched with my mother as well, which I love. The 10 Commandments. And I think I told you guys this story. There was one year, it used to come on every year at Easter. And then one year, it didn't come on, or I missed it or something. And I was like, have you seen anything? I was asking Jack, have you seen anything about the 10 Commandments being on? He said, no. That's kind of weird. And I was just like, okay, I got to find the movie. So it's a 2-disc DVD, but I found it and I bought it. So, you know, that way I can watch it whenever I want without any commercials. I don't know if they have this available for streaming at all. I own Easter Parade and I also own the 10 Commandments. So most of the movies, if not all of them that I do, I own. So just telling you. But anyway, I thought this one had some really great colors in it. They have several posters, and I try to use a different one each time. Ooh, now, Carlton Heston was just like so handsome, but so was Yul Brynner. I mean, oh my gosh. I don't want to give anything away for future movies, but yeah. So these will be placed on the, let me plug this thing back up because it's like, I don't know, it just stopped charging. Let me check. There we go. Okay. I think I just need to get, there we go. You know how sometimes you've got stuff in the background and I'm like, why isn't this thing charging? It's because you got like 50 things in the background that you got to close out. It's constantly running, guys. Constantly. Okay, so, man, hold on. I don't know what's going on, but that was just really itchy. It was itchy. My nose was just itchy. All right. That does smell good. All right. Now, I found some things at a gas station. Before I took my sister home, when I picked her up from the hospital, she wanted to go and grab, she loves those polar ice things. She likes the ice. She chews it. Oh, that drives me nuts. I can't bite ice. I just can't. I've never been able to. It just freaks me out. But I know that sounds weird. But yes. So, I made probably, because I wanted to use up the yellow. I think I have 4 of these, or 4 over there, so 5. So actually I made 6 because I included one in the box for my yellow person. And then this is lemon meringue in Posh yarn. And I had a little bit of it left when I was making some yellow, so I just finished it off. And I was able to get 3 more octos out of that. So there's that. And I mean, it's just so cool. So this yarn here was Premier Basic Chenille in bright yellow. And then lemon meringue, which I don't know if you can find anymore. Then my granddaughter, Sierra, oh my gosh, you guys, she made the cutest unicorn. I told her, send me the pattern. I'm going to have to try to make it now. That girl, she was like, Nana, is there any way that you can make me a pickle? And I said, yeah, I can make you a pickle. I've got that Chauvet crochet or something. I don't know. I'll put it in the, I'll find her link for Instagram and put it in the description box below. So when I was making the pickles, this was the pattern that I made. I just extended the pickle. So in her her pattern, her free pattern, it's just a little short chubby guy. And I wanted mine taller, and I used blanket yarn. So this one I used chenille, the Premier Chenille yarn, and and I made pink eyes because she loves the color pink. So this is her pickle. And I told her, I said, it didn't matter what side I put it on. It was still going to look like the pickle had a nose. So I just decided, yep, we're going to do that. So her pickle is done. I did this last night. She was talking to me, and she had shown me some of the pieces of the unicorn that she had already crocheted. And I said, well, I guess I'd better get your pickle made. So yeah, I made her a pickle, and she liked it. I gave it pink eyes too. And then guys, guess what I found? Guess what I found? Looking around, trying to find something totally and completely different. And I found the Baby Snuggles yarn to finish my squid. Ta-da, it's done. I was so excited. I mean, I think I might have even like not screamed, but went, oh, like that, like something was, Jack was like, is everything okay? I'm like, I found the yarn to finish my squid. Because I was just going to maybe make it purple or, you know, just another pink, but I found it. So now I've got a squid in the purple. No, pink in the purple. See, I got purple on the brain now. It's too late. It's just done. So I'm going to move these guys over here, and I'm going to show you 2 things that I purchased when I went to the gas station with my sister. So she likes the polar ice, as I said a few moments ago. I don't like the ice that they have. I mean, I like ice. I like ice cold drinks, but I just don't eat ice. It's just nasty. To me, just to me. So they have these little guys sitting in a basket. You know, it's always weird to me to go into a gas station, which I very rarely do anyway. But when I go into a gas station and I see that they have like little stuffed animals and things, they had a bunch of tie beanie bunnies and little chicks and eggs. And I thought, oh, those are super cute. And then I saw these. A few were at the bottom and 2 or 3 were at the top. And I thought, that looks like it's Valentine's. Let me ask him how much this is. So they're beanie bellies. He meaning Rio, he let me take a picture. I said, I'd love to get a picture taken so I can put it on my Facebook page. And he said, yeah, that's fine. So if you are on Facebook, you will see Rio. I think he was even waving. And you will see all the items that I purchased. They're two different ones, but I bought everything that he had because these little guys were from Valentine's and they were $3. So this is cheesecake. And again, these are beanie bellies. And then this guy, let me see what his name is. Tart. So Tart is a sloth. Isn't he cute? Oh, he's just so cute. And then this is Cheesecake, a hedgehog, right? Yeah, that's a hedgehog. I had to look. Okay, so let's see. Does it have... Oh, birthday is March 10th. So I've got to get on the ball and get some. I don't care that they have a heart. I think they're adorable. Aw, and his birthday's April 26th, so it's coming up. But anyway, $3, and I believe, was it $3.99 maybe? Maybe it was $4, $3.99. Anyway, so I bought all that they had, and I think they had like 7 or 8. I don't know. Let's see, 8. I think there was 4 of each one. And I just thought they were super cute. I might just give some away as gifts, or I might just hold on to them and make a couple of loveys and take them with me. Because like I said, even though they have hearts, and this is a hedgehog, so you guys know that I get like a ponyo and I crochet around it and I make a square. That pattern for this lovey, the way to make that, is always going to be in my description box because that's from Zelda. And she is Zelda NRJ3. She's got her own channel. And I thought if I can make it and put it around its neck, which I can, went right around there, it would be okay. Now the sloth is good. The sloth is perfect size. So he's good. Oh, I can't wait to get blankets made for them. They're so cute. They're just so cute. And again, they had bunnies, but I don't want to get any. I'll wait till after Easter. If they have some on sale, then maybe I'll pick some up. But for $4, that's a good deal because now I can make some loveys for them. I'll make one for each. I don't know if I'll take more than 2, but I am going to a Kids Fest on Saturday. So a lot of you were giving me your input about this shawl, and I talked to several of you, and I thought, you know, since it was my mom's favorite stitch, which I talked to some of you about, I decided to just keep going. I can do bandanas any other time, and I can also do the Downton Abbey shawl anytime. So I kind of changed up the pattern a little bit. Since I wanted to stick to the Downton Abbey pattern, I kind of sort of did. So I did make the square, or the granny square pattern, right? And then when I got to the last part of the skein, I made the part that you use for the Downton Abbey shawl. So this is very unusual looking, I know, but I kind of like it. So that's what I did. I just kept going until I thought, oh, I might have enough to do a few, you know, just a few rows. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and I had just, oh man, just a little bit left. I don't have that either. You guys, I was just so excited for the internet to be up and running again. I did not bring anything here. Oh, well, that's all right. But I didn't have enough to do another row, but it's so cute. I just love the color. This is a beautiful colorway. So there it is. So it's kind of part Downton Abbey, part Granny. Granny meets Downton Abbey. Ooh, Dowager Duchess. Maybe that's what it's called. I don't know. But anyway, so that's what I did, and I kind of like it. Jack thought that it was very unique looking, and someone is just going to love this shawl. It's, you know, it's not very big. It's just kind of to go over your shoulders, and I'm bigger, so, but I kind of like it. You know, if someone had like a little dress or something, get you a little shawl pin, put it right there, go over your shoulders. I wonder what it would be like. Let's do it this way. Because I've been wearing mine like this in the winter. Oops, I got my ponytail. Let me get my hair out of there. So if these had tassels, if I had something with tassels, it would be, I don't know. But I mean, you might be able to just use it as a scarf, just kind of tuck it under when cold or windy day. It's lightweight enough that you could do that. But anyway, it's done. I'm very happy that it's done. And now I've got, now for the cow, because I picked 2 movies. You guys do not have to make something for both movies unless you want to. Now, just keep in mind, as I stated when I started this, if you want to put your name in the entry for, you know, to get picked, you could put 10 entries. I'll put your name in there 10 times. I don't, you know, it's just more chances for you to win a little yarny prize from me. So if you want to make something for the 10 Commandments and then something for Easter Parade, that would be perfectly fine. So, oh, I love these colors together. I'm just sitting here looking at this and I'm like, that's kind of neat. This is enough for a shell. This is enough for some fins. Maybe I'll make a turtle. I think I will. Maybe I'll make a turtle out of that. That's kind of cool looking. I like those colors together. Anyway, sorry, I get distracted by stuff like that. Oh, I got a Shrek hat out. I was trying to change up the way I do my ears. Didn't like it. Did not like it at all. So I made mine the way I always make them. Now, the last thing I have to show you guys is a whip. I started making this for my daughter Amanda, who is the naughty crocheter. She loves pandas. She has been a panda collector since the very day that she was born, because the very first stuffed animal she received was in a little pink and white bag. The little panda was sticking its little head out, and it said, "It's a girl." And I thought, what a cute thing. And I'm like, her name's Amanda. So it rhymed. So she's been Amanda Panda Bear the whole 34, almost 35 years. And so I wanted to make her a panda. I'm just freehanding this. I personally didn't like the way it turned out. Amanda thought it was adorable. She says, "Mom, just make it a head and arms. It'll be fine." So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna wing it. I think one leg is like wider than the other one. And she's just like, "Mom, I don't care. Finish my panda." So I'm gonna finish this. I have enough white. This is Posh yarn, and then black. So we'll see what happens, you guys. That's what I'm gonna do. We shall see. So that's all I got. I think that's enough for now. I really got to get some more stuff made. I've had several orders. Thank you all for that. Thank you again, all of you who made comments and were wondering, where the heck is Lisa? It's been 3 days. What's going on? Yeah, I do not want to upload a video and it was only like 32 minutes or something. I was actually uploading a different kind of video. So I'm like, okay, let me see how long it's going to take. And when it said like 8 hours, then it went from 8 to 11. Then from 11 to 13, I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I was like, nope. Because it just makes it so difficult to do anything on your phone. So, we'll wait. I can tell you this. I'm going to make sure that my iPad is totally and completely charged up from now on, because I could have used that, and that could have done it. So if it's fully charged, I can upload it on that, and just because I have access to my to my YouTube and everything on that as well. So anyway, my cuteness, I feel like I've got something accomplished when I see them all together. So I love that. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. If you guys have some more storms coming, please stay safe. I've got to make one run out of this house, and then when I get back in, I'm in to stay for the night. And I'm working half a day tomorrow so that I can get some more stuff crocheted to take to this fest with me. I just want to, and I was trying to get information on this festival. Can't find any information on it. So I text the lady who is running the event, and I haven't paid yet. So, I may or may not be going Saturday. I don't know. Because, it's Wednesday. I like to hear at least a week prior. So I was hoping that Saturday, especially if this is a big event, that I would have known, like, have a map with my location, specific times for unloading, where to unload, where to park, all of that stuff. It's Thursday now. So yesterday I was hoping, I reached out to her Wednesday. So that was yesterday. I haven't heard anything today yet. So I'm hoping that she can reach out today or tomorrow, because, I kind of need all that information. And I'm sure it's a great festival if it really is a good, event, but I might not be going if I don't get the information that I need. So, it's all right. Just gives me another day to crochet all day. I don't care. No, it's perfectly fine. I did make a list. Guys, it's been 39 minutes. Let me just go over. We might as well just make it another couple of minutes, right? So let me show you what I did. Well, not show you, but so I've been writing. What's that? Bunny. Okay. So I've just kind of been writing down items that I like making and how many I need to make for my next few events coming up. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them done, but this is what I plan on doing. I'd like to have at least 50 octos. And I haven't counted anything yet. So that's another thing. So I took the bag out of my car because I try to leave it in the Tucson because that's usually what I take when I've got to travel to an event. So I'll get that out. Well, Jordan and Cameron will be here this weekend. So they'll be here tomorrow. So we'll get everything out and we'll count everything so I know. But I would like to have at least 50 octos, 20 axolotls. So the octos right now at last count before my last show, I had 32. And I don't think I sold any. I might have sold one. I don't know. Axolotls, I only have 2 and I'd like at least 10-20. I don't know. I know I won't be able to make them all up right now, but I've got 3 events this month. So bunnies, I'd like to have at least 20 little bunnies, maybe more if I keep. So I give myself a goal. If I do under that goal, it's okay. If I do above that goal, even by 1, I'm super, super happy. I need to make up some bees. I'd like to have 20 of those as well. Stingrays, 20. I have like 17, I believe. So I'm good there. Squids, I wanted 20 of those. And I believe I said, I think I have 14. So now I have 13 because I sold one at the last show. Oh, when I made one. Ha ha ha. So I have 14. So I only have to make 6. Jellyfish, 20. I have 25. And that's because my granddaughter, I had 10 that I made myself, and then she gave me some, and then between the 2 of us, we made a few more. So I believe my count was 25. So we're good with the jellyfish. It says I would like to make some 3 for 10 items. Remember I was telling you about my fellow crocheter, Liz, and she does a 3 for 10. She makes little micro or pocket. She called them pocket pals. Yeah, so just make them small. And she uses 4-weight yarn. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to work. There's a big question mark there because 4-weight yarn, when I make amigurumi, I don't do it very often. I made a few octos last year when I did that fest to put in my grab bags. Man, was that hard on my hands. I don't know how, I don't know. I like the thicker yarn. It works much better. Blanket yarn is slowly but surely becoming, a bulky 6 or a 6-weight is becoming one of my favorites. So we'll see. Scrunchies, I definitely need to make more scrunchies. I don't know how many I have, but it's not a lot. It's not even enough to fill up one of the paper towel holders that I got. So I definitely need to make more. Bucket hats, I've got several. I know I do. But I wanted to make some new colors, like the colors that I've sold, like the pink and the purple. I sold pink and purple. Most of the pastel-y summery colors. And the orange one sold. So I definitely got to get some more. I'd like to make more market bags, but at last count, I had 14 of those. So if I don't get to make any, we'll see how they sell at this event. Loveys, and especially now that I've got those 2, I've got 10 loveys. Those are going to be included, and I'm going to pick 8 more that I need to make because all the ones that I have made up are Octobers. But they're Halloween. I've got a Captain America. I've got like maybe 3 or 4 that are not, but the rest of them are ghosts and Frankenstein and, mummies and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I really got to get some just regular loveys made because I don't have those made up yet. Boho vest, I'm picking yarn. I got to make some more in the retro stripe. They love those vests in that color because they're so vibrant in the way that boho vest that I make by Hectanuga 1 and then the baby one by the Lavender Chair. That's really cute. So I'm looking everywhere to find the other stripe yarn. I might have used it all. So I'll have to, I know I've got there's a bin right here in my closet that has yarn cakes. I've got sweet roll cakes, sweet roll frosted cakes. I've got mandala cakes. I haven't really used those that much. I wasn't a big fan of some of the mandala. I know, it's weird, right? I don't know. I just thought it felt weird. But I did keep, I don't know the colorway off the top of my head, but the ones with the bright colors, like rainbow colors, and then one that looked like brown. It was woodsy. It was very woodsy colors, brown, tan. I don't know if green was in it, but brown and tan, maybe yellow or gold. But I kept that one too because that worked up really well as a vest the last time. Loaf cats, I've made 12, and so I'm definitely at past 20, so I'm good there. Chicken nuggets, I'd like to make at least 10 more. I've made 15, so I'd like to get some more of those made up. I think I had turtles. Yeah, turtles, bunnies. Yeah. So far that's my list. I'm still in the process of, you know, figuring out maybe what if I should make some of the mushroom poppets. Those were really easy to make, and it's a tutorial that's free on YouTube. So that might be something that I do. And I'm still doing the same process. I've just been taking the, taking the yarn that I'm going to work on. So when I wanted to do all those loaf cats, I took 4 different colors of blanket yarn and took them out there. And when they were all done, then I came back in here and I got more yarn to make something else. Of course, they're still sitting, those cats are still sitting on my ottoman. I took one of each color to the craft fair that I was at Saturday, and I sold one. I sold one of the black ones, and I sold another black one that just went out today. So I only have one left. So now I got to get another one. I'd like to get another like black, white, and I had that somewhere. Where did I put it? Because I made it with the neighbor's yarn. Oh, and guys, I know I got to let you go because we're going to be at an hour if I don't hurry it up. I got this to make those cupcakes, right? I'm not sure about this yarn. I don't know. It doesn't feel bad. And if there's 126 yards, maybe I'll just make something else other than a cupcake. So I'll take this in the living room with me and see if there's something else I can whip up. I don't know. Since my granddaughter is making unicorns, I was thinking, you know, I don't know. Maybe this would make a nice animal or something. 126 yards, it's not bad. And J-hook. Okay. I would probably use a K, but that's me. So I'll see. You know what? It would make a cute little loaf cat. Or a stingray. And it's springtime, so spring colors. There you go. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. It has been 48 minutes. Thank you guys so much again for you know, kind of being patient. And I can't even say that because you weren't like, why aren't you doing videos? And you know, sometimes I just can't. Like the times that I didn't do videos prior to this weather, it's because I didn't get home some nights till 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I was like, nope, not doing a video tonight. It's too late. But yeah, sometimes, you know, I had a lease signing and it took almost 5 hours because there were some issues that we had to work out. But anyway, thank you so much for your concern. You guys are amazing. You're awesome. Don't let anybody tell you any different. I'm telling you, you're amazing. Keep it up. If you know, need some crochet time, crochet something. If you are not on that Facebook page, our private one, you need to get on there. I'd love to see what you're making. Love to see what you're whipping up. And remember, the winners, Victoria, Verna, and Kara. Please send me an email with your address so that next week I can get you a package sent out. And thank you all for being so great about sending me pictures in an email when you don't have Facebook, and you know, just reminiscing about the movies that I pick that you watched with your loved one, your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your grandma, whoever you watched it with. Thanks for sharing those memories. That means a lot to me. So you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you when I see you. Happy hooking and stay safe. Bye for now.